As the great John Boss once said, "You're really going to do your final exam speech on me? Why not your mom? It makes way more sense to do her." A mother is a person who brings us into this world and cares for us until we are ready to leave the nest. But my own mom is so much more than that. If I didn't have any of my own, I would consider her to be my very best friend. And the lessons she has taught me to help create the person you see before you mean more than the world to me. She's taught me how to be a healthier person by watching what I eat, joining a sport, and working out my own time. She's taught me that expressing my emotions is a good thing, that I shouldn't avoid them because of the male stereotypes, that it's not okay to do so. She's also set a great example, one that is caring, strong, and motivated. My mother's kind heart and tough spirit have given me a great example to follow and have shown me how to take care of myself mentally and physically. Being in high school, one of the easiest ways to stay in shape is to join a sport. So when I was about 5 years old, give or take a few years, my mom took me to my very first AYSO game, and I was not having any of it. I was screaming and crying and running away from the field, just trying to get away, far away from possible. But anytime I did, she'd pick me up and put me right back down. Eventually, I gave in and I decided to play, and I've been playing for 12 years since. A little bit later, in the summer of my 8th grade year, she decided to try and get me to work out. She'd been weightlifting for a while and wanted to see if I'd like it, so she took me to one of her classes, and I ended up really liking it. I got a personal trainer and worked with him throughout the entire summer, and still do to this day. It ended up helping me lose a lot of weight. She also taught me that eating healthy would be good too. When I was a kid, my daily routine was get home from school, grab some cookies, grab some milk, sit down on the couch, and watch TV for maybe 3 hours or something crazy like that. But she showed me that eating a fruit or a vegetable every once in a while wouldn't kill me, and that it was probably a good thing. As important as physical health is, though, emotional health is just as important, if not more. My mother has always told me that expressing my emotions is a good thing, and that I shouldn't let them build up inside me because they could release out in a negative way, and I could hurt those around me. She also told me that I shouldn't avoid it because of the male stigma that showing your emotions shows weakness, and that it's not a good thing to do. To help me with this, I can always talk to her. Oftentimes, I get home from school and go right back to her bedroom, and we talk about anything. It doesn't even have to be serious. It can just be about if I had a good day, a funny joke I heard, or some weird experience I had while out on the road driving. She's not afraid to tell me when I'm being overdramatic about something serious, though. She'll call me out and tell me when I'm being dramatic or overreacting, acting as my moral compass and showing me when I'm in the wrong. Even when she's not directly inspiring me, though, just following her lead and watching the example she sets helps to improve me as a person. One of these characteristics is her strength. Being a teacher, she has to put up with a lot of crap, whether it's from students, parents, or even fellow teachers, but she's never afraid to stand up for herself and put them in their place. Her physical strength is also pretty inspiring too. She's been weightlifting and boxing for over a decade, a very long time. Let me tell you, you do not want to take a punch from her. Sometimes if we're messing around and I tease her a little bit too much, she'll sock me right in the arm and leave a bruise. Even when she didn't have time to work out because she was taking care of me and my brother and working at the same time, she could easily haul my fat body around with just one arm, taking me everywhere she went. Now, as tough as I've made her seem so far, she's also very caring, compassionate, and empathetic. On a whim, she'll decide to donate to a dog shelter, getting toys and treats and bringing them over. Or she'll gather up mine and my brother's old clothes and toys and donate some to someone who needs them more. She's also one of the most motivated people I know. When she started taking film pictures, which she's been doing for a very long time, she had no experience whatsoever, and she had no idea what she was doing. But she dug deep, stuck with it, and gathered in all this knowledge to now take some of those beautiful pictures I've ever seen, even helping to teach me something along the way. Her knowledge and character is awe-inspiring, and she's teaching me something new every day without even trying. Her kind heart and tough spirit have given me a great example to follow and have shown me how to take care of myself mentally and physically. She got me involved in sports and working out my own time and showed me that eating healthier would help to improve my body. I can talk to her about any of my problems and she's always willing to listen, acting as my moral compass throughout all of them. The example she sets is one of kindness, strength, and motivation. My mother is someone I can safely say is the most important person to me in the world, and she is always inspiring me. If I could give her the world, I would put any amount of effort in just to do that.